Hello, Booked Out Coaches Circle, and happy Thursday! Happy Thursday. I am so excited to chat with you today, about if you know that you want a thriving business that signs clients easily, signs clients consistently, but you also are in this space where you keep pivoting everything, right? You keep pivoting your strategy, your offers, your niche. You keep changing your strategy, your platforms, right? You keep second guessing what you're doing and if you're doing the right thing, if it's all going to work out, how it's all going to happen. And you're starting to feel more confused than ever before. Today's training is perfect for you if this is where you are. And I'm going to share something that I need you to know and I need you to hear if you are feeling this way. So let's get into it. If you are watching me live, let me know that you're here. Say hello. If you are catching the replay, then hashtag booked out in the comments below. So those of you who are new to my world, I am Gabby Lee and I have built 4 successful businesses and now I help other online coaches and service providers sign clients consistently and make money consistently in their business so that they can have thriving businesses too. So I want to chat about how I felt this same exact way inside my business. I knew when I started my health coaching business, I knew I wanted to be successful. I was so excited and eager to blow it up. I was so excited to scale to 6 figures, make great money, hit 10K months. And I was willing to do anything it took to make it happen. I had this fire inside me of like, this is freaking happening. I had big dreams. I had big things that I wanted to accomplish. Hi, Leanne. And I was so excited to start my journey towards accomplishing them. But, big but, I started to put myself out there online, and the response I got was not what I expected. I was doing all the right things, but the clients, the sales, the money was not flowing in the way that I had hoped, at the rate and at the speed that I wanted it to come in. Then I would see other people on the internet doing the same exact strategies, doing exactly what I was doing inside my business, and they were crushing it. They were making great freaking money. They were doing an incredible job. So I started to wonder, what's wrong with me? Why isn't it happening for me? I knew I was good at what I did. So the only option was my strategy, right? How I was going about building my business. Maybe I needed different offers, so I'd create them. Maybe I needed to do more. I needed more trainings. I needed more free content. I needed 4 free master classes, free challenges. Maybe I just needed to do more. So I did more. But when I was doing more, or I changed my offers, or I created new offers, or I changed my freebies, or I did my email sequence, or I did my marketing, or I did my messaging, the clients and the sales still weren't flooding in. And actually it felt like they were flooding in less. So then it was a little bit of an ego check of like, maybe I'm not really good at what I do. Can I actually help people? I have this huge dream. Is it ever going to happen for me? Am I going to be able to make it a reality? And I stayed in this place for months of like, we would do okay, then not so great. We'd do okay, then not so great, right? And then it was like, okay, well, we're not doing great anymore. Things must need to change. I must need to shift things. I must need to do all this stuff. There had to be something. And I stayed in this place for a while and I realized that there had to be something better. There had to be something that I was missing. There had to be something that I wasn't doing properly. And here's what I learned. There are 2 key pieces to business. And the second one might shock you. And after I learned these, I scaled my health coaching business to 6 figures the first year. Then I started my finance business and I had a 15K month the first month and made 6 figures the first year while getting married and taking 6 vacations. Then I started my business coaching and working half the time. I had a 10K month in 6 months. Here's the 2 pieces. 1, if you want consistent sales and consistent clients, then you need a sales process and a sales strategy. No amount of consistency will get you to where you want to go. I am the queen of consistency, but if you don't actually know, you're speaking to my soul. Oh, good. This is going to be so good for you. So if you don't know what actually leads to clients and sales inside your business, you don't know how to turn your actions into sales, then no amount of consistency will get you to where you want to go. Unfortunately, I learned that the very hard way, and I'm here to tell you that you need some type of strategy. You need to discover your daily actions that lead to clients and sales so that you can then repeat them over and over again and have a repeatable sales process and have repeatable clients. That's how you build consistency in your business, through consistent daily actions on the right things that actually lead to clients and sales. So this is number one, and this is so important. But number two is even more important. And the truth is, any business will be successful, and any strategy will work when it has key components. But what is going to make it the most successful and your business the most successful is when you build it in alignment with you and the life you want to have and the business you want to have and the people you want to serve and how you want to show up inside your business and the offers you want to create. Anything will work. Any strategy will work. So the reason things don't work for you was because you weren't actually building your business for you or what you wanted. Or if you did build your business for you and what you wanted in the beginning and you didn't see it working, you lost that trust and faith in yourself, right? You didn't have a strategy and you thought it wasn't possible. So you pivoted and you did something that you thought you had to, or you pivoted and you did something that you thought you needed to do or you thought would get you where you wanted to go. You based your business off what other people said you needed to do or what you thought you had to do to be successful or what other people were doing that were successful. Constantly second guessing yourself, constantly pivoting, constantly changing your strategy, your offers, your pricing, your niche, your consistency in your business. This comes from a little bit of lack of trust and faith that the business you want, you get to have. And the business that you want gets to be successful. You just have to build it and find the right strategy. And this is something that I needed to hear because this is something I was doing inside my business is I was like, okay, well, it isn't working. So something needs to shift. Something isn't working. It must be me. Well, it's not you. It's not you. It's not your offers. It's not your pricing. It's not your niche ever, 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 ever. It's simply your strategy. So what I need you to hear is that the way that you're going to be the most successful is actually when you build your business for you. Because not only is this in alignment with you and the results are going to be so incredible, but it's also going to be so much easier for you to actually show up inside your business when you're doing what you love because you have a vision that's so much bigger. Right? It's what you actually want to do. It's actually how you want to do it. You're like excited about what you're doing and what you're creating and what you're building, even though it isn't in front of you yet. So sure, there are buckets that you need to fit into the puzzle when it comes to strategy, but we can make those buckets aligned to you and what you enjoy doing. And this is so important. When I was doing my health coaching business, I didn't have a clue what I was doing. But I showed up and I loved everything that I was doing. I loved my lives. I loved my groups. I loved my one-on-ones. I loved the offers I was selling. I loved the way I was showing up inside my business. I was doing 26 calls a week back then. And it felt great and it energized me and I loved it. Now, doing 26 calls a week with an almost 1-year-old, no way. I can't do it. It's just not the season of life that I'm in. But that's what's so cool. So when I focused on what I wanted my business to be and how I wanted to build it, and I created strategy around that, I scaled to 6 figures. Then I started my finance business, and when everyone else in the industry was telling me, you have to go to cold network events, you have to cold call. I said, no way, I'm not doing that. It's not me. So I figured out how to get in front of people. I figured out how to build my own strategy that had me getting in front of the right people, nurturing them and turning them into sales, my own sales process that felt in alignment with me. And I used social media. I created my own networking event, my own group, and I had the easiest 6-figure year ever. Now, as I build my business coaching, there are business coaches that are using all the platforms. They're on Instagram, they're on TikTok, they're on Pinterest, they're on LinkedIn, they're on all the things. I choose to use Facebook still, and I send a couple emails, and that's it. And I work with one-on-ones and I do a few groups and I have a max of 9 calls a week. And this is perfect for the season of life I'm in. And I'm making incredible money doing it. But this is what's so important is if you told me, if you told the version of me who was doing 26 calls a week and making half as much money as I'm making now, that I would only be doing 9 calls a week max, and I would have laughed at you and said, there's no freaking way. But my vision has grown and evolved. as I had a daughter, as I had a family, as I had other priorities in my life, as I've seen what's possible for people, what's possible in the industry. So this training is for you to know that you get to build however you want, and this is the root of success. And to actually show you what happens when you build your successful business, when you build it in alignment with you, this is what you get to have. You guys see me showing up in here and pouring my heart into you, into this group, into my spaces. I love what I'm doing. I love how I'm showing up. I love the offers that I'm selling. I love the way that I'm doing it. And I've mastered my strategy in alignment with me and the business that I want to have. And that is when you are the most successful. When you start building your business for you based on what you think you have to have or based on what you think people are doing to be successful, and you build it for you and you build your strategy around that. That is when you will make the most amount of money. That is when you will sign the most amount of clients. That is when you will see the most amount of success. And this is exactly what I teach you inside my signature program, 30 Days to Clients. How to actually build your business in alignment with you and build a strategy around it that fuels you and leads to clients and sales consistently. All 40 plus of the people I've worked with have used a completely different strategy in their business. They're all in completely different platforms and they all see incredible results because we take what's in alignment with them and we build a strategy for them. And this is exactly what we're going to do for you. So you can stop worrying, constantly second guessing, pivoting, changing. You can trust yourself in the vision you have for your business, and we'll actually create a plan and a strategy to make it your reality that leads to clients and sales consistently. So if you know you're amazing at what you do, you are ready for a thriving business that leads to clients and sales consistently, you're done letting anything stand in your way of you making it a reality, and you're ready to have the life and the business you wanted, then 30 Days to Clients is 100% for you. I have 5 one-on-one spots available. These are $2,000 in full. Payment plans are available. I also have small group 30 Days to Clients spots beginning April 28th. So these spots are $5.99 instead of $7.50 until Sunday, and there are payment plans available for these as well. But if you're ready to build your thriving business that signs clients consistently and gives you the freedom in your life to do what you love, then 30 Days to Clients is 100% for you. If you are done trying a million different things and not seeing success and you want simple, you want the business that lights your soul on fire, then this is 100% for you. My clients, right, like I've built 4 successful businesses in 3 different niches using 4 different strategies. My clients all follow different strategies, and they're all signing clients and having their highest cash months ever. They're all getting fully booked out. So this is what gets to be your reality. So if you are ready to make it your reality, then comment or DM me deets, and I will send you all the information for 30 Days to Clients. I'm on Pinterest, Etsy, Facebook, Instagram. I like Facebook and crazy. Like, Leanne, if you like being on all those things, I think that's perfect, right? You have to decide what's best for you. Does it feel manageable? If your business feels frantic, chaotic, stressful, then something needs shifting. If your business feels easy, flowy, fun, exciting, then that's where you need to be. You are very consistent. I literally come on here because I saw that you were live again. Yay! Yes, but I love it. I love what I'm doing. Like, consistency is required, but consistency without strategy is really just throwing spaghetti at the wall, and it's not going to get you to where you want to go. Because you see me, I am the queen of consistency, and this is how I was in my health coaching business, but my income was anything but. So I love you guys. I want you to know that you get to create the business of your dreams, but how you're going to stop second guessing everything and changing and constantly changing things is by stop watching what everyone else is doing to be successful and tune in with yourself and really decide what is the business you want to have, what is the business that you want to build, and you get to build that. That's what it gets to be for you. You're so welcome. So I love you. Have a fabulous day. If you are ready to make this your reality, you're ready to create your aligned business and have a strategy that actually leads to clients and sales, then comment or DM me deets for info on 30 Days to Clients. I'll see you guys later. Bye.